せっかちなお兄ちゃんだな。
Are there two books? Hi everyone, I'm going to react to the case study of Vanitas, episode 21, Scars. Last episode ended with number 71, just like Domi going to number 71, and he's like, oh, so you see, mademoiselle, you actually showed up without no way, so I guess I'm gonna have to use her as a bait or something or other like that. Like, I don't know, man. Like, what the heck is going on? And then that episode also, like, the main thing about the episode was Vanitas and Shan realizing their feelings for each other. So that was the main thing. But then, like, the bookends of the episode started with number 71 doing something, and then ended with number 71 and Dumi. So it's like, the heck is going on? Okay, so before we get into this one, if you guys have my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and please consider supporting me on Patreon at patreon.com/feelamini. And now let's start this episode, and here we go. You know, as much as I've been enjoying the case study of Vanitas, I can't wait for it to be over. So that I can watch Demon Slayer. Like, the new season came out like a few weeks ago, so I'm really excited about watching that. But, okay. You know, when I start feeling upset, I've said this plenty of times, but in case you don't know, when I start feeling upset, I don't want to talk. And then when it's also showing me flashbacks and things I've been wanting to know for like a really long time, I also don't want to talk because I want to focus on what they're telling me, you know. And the Domi flashback was like, they started with, okay, Noe received the letter, right? And the letter was signed Mikhail. So now I knew who he was. They go from there to the past. How Louis died, and then what happened after that when it came to Domi. Domi was there after the stakes. All the stakes fell from the case, whatever. Noe fell into this coma, like this psychological thing where he wasn't waking up, and Domi was by his bedside, and she was blaming herself because she felt like if she didn't go to Norway to get him to help them save that girl that was going to be killed by the Bureau, Louis wouldn't have shown up, he wouldn't have lost it, and then he wouldn't have been killed. So she was carrying that guilt, right? Veronica shows up. She also upset me so much with the way she was so nonchalant about Louis' death. Her not acknowledging at all that Louis was her brother, and just the way she delivered the information about Louis and Tommy being twins. And because in their world or whatever, having a twin is like this curse, this bringer of disaster, this whatever. They just decided they were gonna kill one of them. And their grandfather is like, no, let me have him. And that he was gonna try to do, he loves doing experiments or whatever. So I don't know exactly why he wanted Louis, but because of that, Louis was saved. He lived like far away from the others. Louis, during the previous episode that we've seen him, they made us believe that it was because he had the sickness, like he was a curse bearer, and that's why they sent him away. but really it was because he was a twin. And now, first of all, I'm wondering myself if he was actually a curse bearer, or is it just the fact that he was a twin, that he was there? I mean, when he killed like the girl that was a curse bearer, when he showed up at that church then, and then he started killing everybody, and he's like he wants blood. I know that's like a side effect of being a curse bearer, so I don't know, was he really a curse bearer or not? But either way, he's dead. And now Domi learns that he was her twin. The reason why he was sent away is because of that. And then she asked Veronica, why did they choose me and reject him? And then it's like, who knows? Probably because of how the father was feeling that particular moment. So it's not like they even saw like there was a particular reason why they wanted her and discarded Louis. So it could have easily just been her being discarded. So now, having learned that, she's asking herself, did Louis know? And then you remember that moment where she told Louis that she envied him. And then she's like, how could I have told him that? Especially if he knew why he was sent away. Like, that would hurt him. But I remember that scene, him being awfully gentle with her, being the loving brother and all of that. And then here she is, basically questioning her identity. Why did they choose me? Even Veronica was saying something about maybe if they had chosen Louis, they would have he would expecting more out of him, or like basically they were saying that she's not really being a really productive member of the family or something or other like that. That maybe they should have chosen Louis. So she's already debating that, having feelings about that. And then Noe just suddenly woke up out of his dream state, his coma, whatever, and then he sees Domi, but because they look alike, he's like, in his mind, he's seeing Louis, because he doesn't want to admit that Louis is dead. He's thinking maybe, okay, it's a dream. So he sees her. She looks like Louis. So he calls him. He calls her Louis, and there's something broke inside of Domi. So in her mind, she's thinking, okay, so everybody else would have preferred that Louis was the one that was alive and I was dead. And I'm like, and then she cut her hair to look like Louis. When Noe woke up and he saw her, she looked exactly like Louis. And I'm wondering, like, how did Noe feel in that particular moment when he saw that? I know he said that he has to protect her and everything, but did he realize that he called her Louis? And did he realize that it was because of what he said that she decided to change her appearance and all of that? Or is he just thinking, okay, it's because she's missing her brother, so now she wants to look like her brother or something or other like that? Like, I don't know. I just want to know what he was feeling that particular moment. But clearly Dominique is important to him, and he's not gonna let anything happen to her, especially after having lost Louis. So now they also show the flashback of that episode where Vanitas and Jean went on this date, and then you had Domi and Dante following them, right? It was after that, I believe, that Dominique ran into Mikhail, and she sort of like broke down in Mikhail's arms or whatever. And I believe she probably told him like all her story, what happened to her, and her wishing that she's the one that died instead of Louis. And now you have I don't quite know what kind of powers he has. I feel like he has, or is it the book that he's using to manipulate them? I don't know, but He wanted Dominique to lure Noe there because he wanted his archivist powers. They also revealed this. Well, I think they mentioned at one point when Vanitas was having this sort of like, was he remembering Mikhail? Was he hallucinating him? I don't know. Mentioned something about their father, him having done something to their father or something or other like that. But it wasn't until I believe in this particular episode that they revealed that Vanitas killed the original vampire of the Blue Moon, and he wanted to know why he killed him. And because Vanitas was not being forthcoming about it, he is now going after Noe to try to get Noe to drink Vanitas's blood and thereby getting the memories that way so that he can know exactly why Vanitas killed the vampire of the Blue Moon. So, Noe is there and he tells him what he wants him to do. And he has Dominique like up there, you know, on the Ferris wheel all the way from the top at the top. And he's like, if anything happens to me, then she's just gonna like kill herself. And realizing, I guess, that Noe didn't know anything about Vanitas, even though they've been spending all this time together. He's not like, okay, now drink my blood, and then you're gonna learn like more about Vanitas from his perspective. And then after that, he's gonna drink Vanitas's blood to give him the info that he wanted. And so as he started drinking his blood, he saw apparently that Mikhail's mother, he's a boy, but she's sort of like a prostitute, and she's been basically offering Mikhail to her clients or something or other like that, and even beats him and all of that. And then there was this vampire that showed up that killed the mom, and the chasseurs showed up as well. Oh, Roland! I always love seeing Roland. He was also there when he saw this little girl about to go down to the dungeon. He's like, oh, don't go there or you're gonna get lost or something or other like that. And then as he was telling him about um her being now living with these other children, you know who they're talking about, what children they were talking about, and that those children are going under these research that Dr. Moho is doing on, like, without them knowing, right? We did know. I know at one point they learned about Dr. Moho's experiments, and then they thought they shut him down, but he was still going through it. So I'm wondering, that particular moment, did they shut him down already or what? Like, I don't know. But then he asked Roland, like, why did they kill his mom? And he's like, because the vampire, or that, why they killed the vampire? And he's like, the vampire killed your mom. And he's like, no, 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 no. He saved her. The vampire saved her because, you know, he's thinking, okay, she's possessed by a demon. And as the vampire was kill her, she had this sort of like look on her face, this kind look on her face. So it basically brought her back to how she used to be or whatever. So the vampire saved them. Like, clearly he had this I don't know, his psychology is not really there. Like, something is wrong with him, you know. And then he got captured, brought to Dr. Moreau, and then that's where the Vanitas entered the picture, and they were saying that Vanitas was going to be looking after Mikhail. So I guess we're going to learn more about their story. In the meantime, you had Amelia run to Vanitas to tell him about what happened, about the letter that it was signed by Mikhail. And Vanitas was shocked and thinks like he's alive. So clearly he thinks that Mikhail is dead. Why would he think that? I don't know. Maybe whatever happened is the reason why Mikhail lost. Like, it wasn't part of the experiment that the Tomorrow did, but when the fact that he has an arm that's sort of like metal or something, maybe whatever happened to him made him lose an arm or something. When Vanitas thought that he died, he lost an arm in the process, and then he was replaced by these mechanical thing. Now I'm wondering if he has anything to do with that person that sent the dams after Chloe's machine, the Marquis Machina. I wonder if that person has anything to do with Mikhail. So yeah, there's that. And Noe was like, no way. Vanitas was like, Noe shouldn't go to him or something or other like that because of something. Clearly, he knows more about Mikhail and what kind of powers he has. So he's really worried about Noe. So I don't know. And then you had Vanitas forbidding Noe from ever drinking his blood. So it's like, I don't know, is Noe gonna go against Vanitas' wishes and drink his blood forcefully? Like, I don't know. I guess we'll see. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. And if you want to see my reaction to the next episode, you can do so by checking out my Patreon at patreon.com/filmy. And you can also see the full length for this reaction there as well. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. What all else fails called Nerves of Steel. Here's the deal. Better watch out.